Hello, hello. Hey guys, how's it going? Give me 1 second. I need to undeafen myself for our people on call.
For the
Hello,
grenade
hello.
launching, bro.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey guys.
What's good?
Not much. How are you guys doing?
I'm
Feels
alright.
good.
Oh, but
I was
before
just
we
telling
start.
Phil I'm in the middle of a just telling Phil I'm in the middle of a great run on Hades right now.
Oh, okay, good. Let me go ahead and start the intro. So, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin,
I'm Philip.
Mark.
and you're watching and are listening to episode 374 DangIT Prodcast. Ooh, it's a lot.
We're getting close.
We're getting close to
400.
400. There's nothing celebratory about it,
420.
but
Just need
we
to add
might.
one from the keeper, so.
Goddamn.
So, as far as things going on, first of all, we got Phil here on stream in a while, actually.
I finally have time.
Perfect.
I finally have time.
You're
This
finally
man's
given
working
time.
overtime for-
You
he's
were
working
actually
overtime for nearly a year.
yeah. That
It felt like it. Yeah, I was just actually streaming right now.
right. You were streaming this morning, and I want to say that like over the past week, you've been going in on like test streaming, actual streaming. Like it's been a process, but all of that just kind of like build up to like how you are like right now. And I would say like you're pretty much ready to just go now.
That's what we have to do. Like I've been away for so long. I wanted to hit the ground running.
Yeah. Also want to note that because of like your setup right now, no longer are we going to be like with your phone anymore.
I know. It's great.
Oh, I was gonna say I miss it.
Yeah. You don't get the really ridiculous bullshit I have to do with my phone, but
The portrait,
you know what?
the
Yeah,
landscape.
the portrait, all the fuck ups, like. But no, this is it. This is the new setup. The camera might move just a bit, just to kind of show more of like my PS4 and my Switch stuff. But other than that,
Yeah.
right now, this is it.
Yeah, I would say that like it's cool that we could still see like things like the record player like on the side, but like if possible, if you could like probably move that camera to like the corner of the wall, like or between walls, then I think.
As a quick example, like I want it to be like this. If that
Interesting.
makes sense. But I just have to.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm waiting on Anaya to bring me an extension cable for my USB because it's a short cable.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So once I get that, I can move it around freely. But until
Okay.
further notice.
Would you ever plan on having like some kind of setup where like someone's playing like in the background as you're streaming or something like that?
You can do a cat.
That would be interesting. Depends on the game. Maybe Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Well, I mean, if you want somebody else to do it with, you could do it with Josh.
I have no roommates anymore.
No more roommates. Here I come.
Oh, here I come. Save the day.
I thought this was no more heroes, not no more roommates.
No more roommates.
No, it's not like that. You know, we're married now, and me and Katrina have never lived on our own since we've been together. We may own the house, right? But we've never actually by ourselves lived here.
Fair.
We've always
Yeah.
had roommates.
He has threw Josh out.
No. It was not a throw.
Josh, I don't know how to tell it to you, but bro, you gotta go.
No, Josh and Amanda, they both moved out already.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we're finally living on our own, and maybe potential kids in the future. That's kind of the point. That's why we told
Let's
them.
go,
Right.
So that's that. We're planning. It money involved, and it's a lot. But hey, we're gonna try and stick through this. That's my life update.
And I just did another subscription to the Twitch channel. We're streaming on Twitch, by the way, just because it's just more reliable. But
well, fuck
thank
me.
you.
I have promoted it on YouTube.
It's okay.
Good enough, everybody.
Good enough.
Good enough.
But thank you again, Naya. He's in the chat right now. Wait, Naya.
Yeah, why is he in the chat?
Naya says, "Fool."
You fool. We have Pokemon to talk about. You get in here.
I love the new Growlithe and I love the new Braviary.
Yeah.
We'll get there, but yeah,
My God. Here, I guess going forward, I should probably like move in the alert box over here too on screen.
yeah. I'm gonna try and make more time for myself on Saturdays. We'll see what happens. It's just overtime's been a bitch. So
Understandably, yeah.
yeah, the life update is I have no more roommates. I built this wall in front of me. This took me like a couple weeks, so
Yeah.
that was a long time. And then I had to organize all this behind me. So there's that.
Did you have it like in mind to specifically show it like on camera, or was it more like it's much more convenient just to have it like this anyway?
No, it was always in mind to have it on camera. You know, I think the green screen's cool and whatnot sometimes, but realistically, I have an entire
Realistically speaking,
it's
like I have a whole game room. Why would I not show it off?
right. It'd be cool if you could like do something like, you know how like there's some be right back rooms or like or other scenes where it just kind of like shows like different like scenes and whatnot. It'd be cool if you did like B-roll like pans of like just all the collections and stuff like that.
I would. I do have a YouTube channel up already. Nothing's on it.
Oh, okay.
Nothing's on it yet. I haven't decided to start producing videos just yet. But once I get into that, you know, a game room tour is obviously in the works.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my life update. You know, the wall. I'm living on our own with my wife, and work sucks.
Yeah.
My day job sucks.
Understandably.
But I'm waiting on a reply from our higher ups. I did apply for a backup lead position.
Mm-hmm.
So I should know something by next week. There is 30 people who applied.
Okay.
Seven of us got the interview.
Ooh, okay.
I was one of those 7, so we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. It's all of you.
Please.
all
Please?
of you.
I would like the 5% pay increase, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, that's
life
my
update.
life
I mean,
update.
Steffi's not here, but she got like a raise herself. Jesus,
10%.
10%.
Dang. That's
Is-
very good.
Is that retro?
Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, dude.
All the way to January? Is that what I'm hearing?
But yeah, how are you guys? Life
Doing
update
good.
wise.
I'm surviving.
I mean, that's progress.
This is progress. We out here standing. We're supporting.
Yeah.
Also now is saying, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Phil. Out here flexing.
Oh,
Let
my
me see
bad.
if I can do an impression of him. Anywho, I'm doing Hood Ratchet. So I'll see you next year. And then he
Oh my
proceeds to throw
God.
something.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah, I've been pretty steady like myself. I haven't really done much. I've just been trying to do like some like updates here, like for Discord and Twitch alike. Just trying to see what other things I can do. Trying to like upload more, I guess, if anything, reaction videos and then maybe some gameplay stuff here and there on the YouTube channel itself. But I mean, I have
wish
plenty of
I
time for it.
I wish I could do reaction to streams, but like, I'm never home for
Yeah.
that. I'm always at work.
Yeah, and whenever you do have to schedule it like separately, it does take a bit of time.
Yeah, that and I'd have to actually call the day off, which I can't do. Oh,
Right.
that's another one. Even though I just started streaming, I'm gonna take a week vacation in September. We're going on a cruise, so
Fair.
that's our
Regular
honeymoon.
cruise, Disney cruise.
No, just a Carnival cruise.
Hmm.
We're going to
That'd be
Baja.
live.
We're going to Baja, California. It's
Baja.
our honeymoon because we didn't get to have one last year.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna
That's
be nice.
So what that means is the day WarioWare comes out, I plan to stream it, but then I have to wait a week because I leave the day right after. So that does mean I can't do Cruise and Blast day 1. That was a game I planned on streaming day 1. Another bad news is I can't stream Metroid Dread on day 1. That one hurts me. But
Didn't you want to do a marathon as well with that?
well, that yeah, but the issue is that I won't be in town that weekend, so I don't even get to play the OLED till Monday of that weekend. Yeah, I'm already gonna have Anaya pick it up for me.
Good on him.
It's my niece's birthday, and she's gonna be 1, and so we're gonna go celebrate it.
Aw.
And you know, she just had to be fucking born around Metroid Dreads.
That's why her name is Sam.
The inconvenience
Yes.
of no, it's Lucy, but she
You
had
gotta play
to be
Metroid
born
Dread.
opportunity.
Oh, but speaking of which,
How dare she? Damn it! I wanted to play Metroid, but no, I'll play it. I'll stream it once I get back home.
fair enough. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Should we just start with that trailer? I
That
forgot that there was a
trailer.
trailer. That new trailer looked good.
Yeah, they had a trailer that released a few days ago. It's like a minute and 40 something seconds of just not really much like superfluous like text added on. It's just simply like a sequence of like events like
I think it's the opening.
Do you think so? Because there's a couple like bits where she like, well, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
A lot of Metroid games open up like that
Right.
when you start the game up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Metroid Fusion comes to mind a lot when it does that. Talking
Yeah.
about the SAX and not the SAX, but the X Parasite. And then this did confirm X Parasites are still existing. That's really cool.
They still alive.
They still alive.
They still kicking.
Metroids are apparently dead. They're extinct.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Makes me sad.
So
Well, I mean, we figured that when we saw that Prime still wasn't out yet, you know.
no.
Mark.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Bye everybody.
This is Phil signing off.
That was good. That was a good podcast for the day. Later, everybody.
All right, did my time. I'm clocking out.
No, in the lore, Metroids are gone. They're extinct. They've been
Yeah.
extinct since 3, technically, which is Super Metroid.
No, well, yeah, like like the natural like Metroids.
Naturally, because in Super Metroid, they were clones. The space pirates are trying to clone them.
Yeah, and then 4 was kind of like they were actually like making them in that research facility.
Yeah, they were but this time they weren't being cloned by the space pirates. They were being cloned by the Galactic Federation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's backfired on them, and that's why they ended up calling Samus.
Mm-hmm. Wait, was it really the Metroids or was it just the SAX just going low? Not
SAX
but
was born because of the parasites that attacked Samus.
Mm-hmm.
So they took her suit. Essentially, it infected her suit, and they had to surgically remove every single piece of her suit.
Isn't that what Dark Samus is?
No, Dark Samus is not that. Dark Samus Dark Samus is literally the Metroid Prime. There's a species called Metroid Prime. There is one single it's like the big.
Yeah.
It's a Metroid filled with what? Phazon. Yeah.
Phazon's the big thing in Metroid Prime.
They were creating a Metroid Prime, and that Metroid Prime, once Samus defeated it in the first game, ended up becoming Dark Samus.
So it's just like it's a walking like Metroid Prime plus Phazon that carries over throughout like the 3 games.
Yeah, Dark Samus is literally a Metroid Prime.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where Prime 4 is going to take place. I'm assuming it's going to be after what's the game called? Federation Force.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Because Federation Force takes place after 3. So.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see. That's going to be for another time. Right now it's Dread.
Yes.
Judge Dredd.
Well, yeah, just Dread. Dread looks amazing.
No, I said Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. Oh my god. No, the name Metroid Dread is really cool too. It's a canceled name that they had a long time ago. They were going to use another game that they were going to call Metroid Dread.
Do you remember what platform they were going to plan on having it?
Metroid 5. I was like, excuse me?
The platform would have been Nintendo DS.
Oh wow, okay.
It would have been a 2D Metroid game on the DS.
But
it was rejected. I don't recall which Oh, it was Next Level Games.
Oh, okay.
The team responsible for Punch Out Wii and the Luigi's Mansion games.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they pitched a Metroid game. I believe Sakamoto said no, and it didn't go through. But they kept the name. They kept story elements apparently. So Mercury's team is now picking up the pieces.
Yeah. That's
It's gonna be
interesting,
good.
yeah. And especially like since like Samus Returns, like what ended up being a pretty good success from Mercury's team as well. And they were like, hey, yo, let's recruit the same guys to do this one too.
Yeah. I can't wait. It looks good. It's good. It looks like my Switch game of the year already, and I haven't even played it.
Lunar's now following. Thank you.
And that's hard for me to say because we had a lot of good Switch games this year. We had like Metroid, or we had Monster Hunter Rise. Skyward Sword HD was really fun. Like we had a lot of good Switch games.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Metroid's looking like it's it.
They've been really I mean appropriately just hyping up the game with like their it's kind of like a monthly report that they're doing.
Yeah, like little monthly reports, little trailers. They're like a minute trailer, but they do the job. Like they're hype. That's all I got to see. That's all I needed to see.
It's true, but at the same time, like they do show off a couple postings of like retro Metro games. They're like,
oh my god, did you see that they put up like perfect 4K resolution of that old art? It's so good. No reason to do it, but like Nintendo just has 4K like perfect resolutions of their old 90s and 80s art. It's great.
It's crazy.
It's so good.
I just want bring Fusion. Let people play Fusion.
So you hear about that rumor, right? Or not a rumor, but like the evidence suggests that we are gonna get Game Boy games
like some
eventually.
kind of hypothesis about it. Yeah, I didn't read up on that.
It's because the Metroid Fusion post when they did it, those are the screenshots were very high res for no reason.
Yeah,
those did not come off a Game Boy Advance
or Wii U.
I think people. Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably the Wii U. People are probably looking way into it, but I don't doubt that Game Boy games are next. You don't promote Metroid and just talk about a Game Boy and a Game Boy Advance for nothing.
We'll see.
Those are games that people would love to catch up on. Because currently the only two Metroid games you can play is NES Metroid and Super Metroid. That's it. On Switch. We're talking strictly Switch.
You know, it's a good thing that they do have Super Metroid like available to play, but there's definitely just a bunch of other like history and lore about it that you would be able to catch up on, especially if you were to play. Ooh, was it 2 and 4?
And a lot of the thing is nobody wants to play Metroid NES.
That's fair.
It's not a bad game, but it is a game that has aged poorly. And so it's getting Game Boy Advance games means we can also get Zero Mission. And that is the proper way to enjoy number 1 now.
It is so good.
And same thing about Metroid Samus Returns. That is the proper way to experience number 2.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, but 2 holds up a little bit, just a tiny bit better than the NES game. The Game Boy. Not by much, but it's there. At least Nintendo, please.
Please, Nintendo.
Please.
I was.
There's so many Game Boy games. You could do so much with that. Like, you know how stale we're getting? You know the stale update we got with Super Nintendo recently?
Yeah.
Playmates. To be fair, I played all 3 of them, and they're not like the worst games in the world. They're playable. They're not like janky, except maybe that Bomboozle one. But other than that, like, why? Who asked that?
Why?
But why?
I'm not even gonna bring up Earthbound or Mario RPG. I know those are the big ones people want. I'm not gonna bring them up. You could have put anything else in there. You could have put the Legend of the Mystical Ninja. You could have put Cybernator. That's a good one. Like, you could put B tier games, but like, holy shit, those were like scraping at this point.
Sure.
I feel like people would have just taken Clay Fighters. It's the same team who made Claymates. Like, I don't get it.
They're running
well.
out. I think that might be like another reason why they are switching over, or like, no, not switching over, adding like the Game Boy library because they're running
Well,
out.
it's very hard to keep the service going when you're essentially getting the game for free. So do you think Capcom's gonna really want to give us Mega Man for free? Like
Yeah, because
that's not
like it'd be nice to
that
see like the Mega Man X like lineup series without having to like buy the X collection.
exactly.
But
But
Capcom like
that's
nah.
kind of the reason we have these kind of games is because like think about it. Capcom's not gonna give you Mega Man and Street Fighter. Konami's not gonna give you Castlevania and Contra for free.
Mhm.
That's not happening.
Yep, that didn't happen.
And it's not like those companies aren't part of it. Ghouls and Ghosts and Super Ghouls and Ghosts are there. Fuck, Demon's Crest is there.
Mm-hmm.
Demon's Crest is one of the most rare. It's a pretty expensive Super Nintendo game, and it's there. So it's really just the popular IPs. They're not gonna give you those.
Mm.
Anything with the popular ones.
Yeah, anything but the popular third parties. Nintendo should be putting their games, even if they're bad.
Yeah.
Like at this point, like what I'm gonna bring this up. I know it's the butt of the joke, but like, why isn't Urban Champion on the NES one? That game sucks, but it is a Nintendo game.
That game sucks, but it's a Nintendo
It's
game. So
it's not the best
Nintendo,
game in the
you should
world,
add
but
it.
it is a NES game. It is a Nintendo published game. They're not running out. They just don't do it.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure I can name a couple other sports games, but I'm just scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point.
Mm.
But yeah, no, Metroid Dread looks good.
It
Can't
does
wait.
look really good. I'm really looking forward to it so much.
That's gonna be really good.
I hope they give me all the missiles.
all of them. How many? All of them.
All of them. Didn't Samus Return have like a fucking absurd amount?
It yeah, you're
I
walking around
think
with
it's-
200 missiles and you're using like 100 of them because you
Well,
just
it's-
need to waste them.
Yeah, it's because the Metroids are only weak to missiles and ice. That's it.
Yeah, that was weird. Like everything was weak to
They're
missiles.
only weak to being frozen or high grade explosive.
Yeah, that's the only way. You can't actually hit them with a normal beam.
Yeah, or well, actually, this is also like following up on it, the ice beam.
Yeah, that's actually canon in the lore. Like it,
Mhm.
in Fusion, because Samus's suit has the baby Metroid integrated.
Mhm.
You can't go into cold rooms.
Yeah, and it hurts a lot more when SAX just has to shoot you.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
That was so cool. Yeah.
What about Pokemon?
What about Pokemon?
I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to it.
We're gonna do the Pokemon Presents.
Yeah. So about Pokemon Unite being on the mobile device.
Well, actually, I was cool with the Unite news, because 2 new characters.
This is fair.
Mamoswine. Mamoswine is not a Pokemon I expected.
I
Yeah.
enjoy him though. I do like Mamoswine.
Mamoswine's cool. I'm just saying I didn't expect it.
Right.
And Sylveon, of course, had to be there.
Okay.
They needed a fairy type. They needed their fairy type.
Yep, they need. Well, Wigglytuff's there.
I know,
Yeah,
but the
technically
OG
speaking.
the
It's interesting
OG
they have
fairy
like that
type.
evolution in there.
Yeah. But where the fuck is Blastoise?
That's what I'm saying.
They announced Blastoise like as the first character and then just completely skipped him and said, Gardevoir.
He already has a costume ready for him.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, he's also in the tutorial.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, yes.
Well, whatever. I digress. Pokemon Unite's been fun. It's been fun. I've been playing
Yeah.
a little bit of it.
Same.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm right at Justin's rank right now. I've been waiting for him to go to. I've been waiting for him so I don't go ahead of him just yet.
You can do whatever you need to, Mark. Because I'm just playing, like, in comparison to how frequently you'll probably play, it will be a little bit less. There's an eye saying, where is he, damn it? So, where's that Blastoise?
Where is the Blastoise, honestly?
I
My
just don't
damn
even know.
tortoise, he says.
My damn tortoise.
My tank turtle.
It's gotta be the turtle with guns. It's just bring him. Deliver him.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually.
What kind of character would Blastoise be?
Defender.
Is he a defense?
Yeah,
I can see that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Probably defense.
What do you call a strategy where you just defend until you get a chance? You call it turtling.
That's... Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a fun podcast.
I mean, why are you booing? Why are you booing me? I'm right.
No, he's a speedster.
Oh
He
my
rides a
god!
shell.
He just
I
gets
would
into
not-
his shell and then water jets himself around.
I don't want
That'd be kinda cool,
Blastoise
actually.
coming at me foul like that.
You guys ever seen that like little bit in like the new Pokemon Snap where like if you throw like things into the whirlpool in the center, like in comes Blastoise rising up and he like projects himself forward?
Yes, it was funny as fuck. Let's see. After that, they talked about Pokemon Masters a little bit.
Oh, they did, yeah. I
For
remember that.
anybody who plays that.
Then
Ooh.
we get to the UC stuff. We get to the real UC stuff.
Yeah, we got to Pokemon Go.
Now what I meant, right?
Sorry.
No, actually, before we do that, we are getting a Pokemon Cafe update. That was weird.
that was unexpected.
I thought
actually.
they let that game die.
So it was a one-off thing, I thought, but they're
I mean,
just
I
coming in
looked
with
at
a
it,
whole
I
new
was like,
remix.
Is this just a Pokemon version of Candy Crush?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
But they're gonna add a whole new update. Like it's going to be called Pokemon Cafe Remix.
That's nice.
I see they're doing the Kingdom Hearts technique.
Yeah. So you know what? Kudos to them. At least they're keeping the game alive.
Mm-hmm.
That should be in fall of 2021. That's on mobile and Switch.
Nice.
And then, yep, let's start getting to the juicy stuff. Let's do
Arceus.
the remakes. Let's do the remakes first.
Remix.
Okay, I would say Arceus, but okay.
That's the last one. That's the big topic.
That's the big talk.
It's the UCest one.
Yeah, but we got to get through the remakes. People are looking forward to the remakes. Like I am. I really like
I
those
am looking
remakes.
forward to it too.
Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl is looking really good.
Very,
The graphical differences from the first trailer we saw, whoa, they did a number on it.
They did. Huge.
It looks good. It looks very good.
Mm-hmm.
I love the chibi style. It makes a lot of people have been wanting a new top-down Pokemon.
Yeah,
Like,
and this
and
would
this would satisfy those people. It looks really good.
for sure. We've gotten really used to just like how it is now with Sword and Shield.
Yeah, like that started in I want to say it was Sun and Moon. The way
Yes,
you walk
actually,
like that,
yeah.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Those are going to be really cool remakes. Thank you for showing me the underground stuff. That's all I needed to see.
that was so cool to see.
That is all
was
I needed
nice.
to see for you to sell it to me. Actually, I'm going to bring this up as a criticism. They didn't show anything about the Giratina side content from Platinum.
That's Justin. What did I say?
That worries me.
They won't take it out. They won't. Mark, don't worry about it.
You say
That's
that.
not the issue. That's not the issue. What I'm saying is.
You say that, right?
I said I wonder if they're gonna put in Giratina.
And that should not be a concern at all. They would. Why wouldn't they do that?
Listen, you want to know why they wouldn't do that?
Why wouldn't they do
Ruby, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby doesn't have Battle Frontier. That's from Emerald.
This.
Well,
Yeah,
that is
right.
that is a thing. Yes, that's for
and
sure
they
a big
also
thing,
made-
and that should not be ignored. But we're talking about just the
Essentially,
Pokemon. We're just talking about the
when-
Pokemon itself.
when
They
it comes to
mentioned Battle Frontier in the Delta episode. That's the worst part.
remakes, they're very specific about the remakes. I don't know if you noticed that, but Pokemon Red, Leaf Green, and Fire Red.
Yeah.
Leaf Green is not a remake of Blue. It is a remake of Green.
Right.
Yeah, it's very specific. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. There is no. I think there's like a little bit of Crystal in there, just like a tiny bit.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about Crystal, but they did have like the
Yeah.
Battle Tower type of thing, right?
I think I'd have to look it up again. But
Right. Yeah.
there wasn't really anything about Crystal in that game. There's were specifically Silver and Gold. Like I said, Ruby, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire doesn't have the Battle Frontier. It has
I
a new.
really missed the third game.
I do too. Now that we talk about it, but I like I played through it, and they do have the cool Rayquaza like side story that's new.
Sure.
But
It's essentially Emerald without being Emerald.
yeah, it was trying to put Emerald
Yeah.
stuff in there, but new, quote unquote. But no Battle Frontier. That was the biggest post game stuff for Emerald.
It's
Yeah.
literally there's a thing that says Battle Frontier under construction.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to call my Pokemon now?
Because that's how it was in Ruby and Sapphire, is what I'm trying to get at.
Right.
Those
It's very
were
specific.
Specifically Ruby and Sapphire. So I'm a little worried we're not going to get the Giratina content from Platinum. Does that mean Giratina's not going to be in there? No, of course he's going to be in there.
Yes.
I'm just hoping they let us go to that world. I forgot what it's called.
The Distortion World, I think.
The Distortion World. That'd be really cool.
It'd be cool to see it like in like new graphics, but you might be right in that case. Like we'll have Giratina, but not the actual like additional side content for that.
I hope.
Which sucks,
I really
actually.
do want to see it. I really do want to see it though.
Mm.
I'm hoping
I was
it's there.
wondering if we were honestly gonna get any like, cause with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we got new versions of Groudon and Kyogre. I was like, what are they gonna do with Giratina and Palkia? It doesn't seem like they've really done anything.
Oh, you're talking about like the Omega?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, their primal forms.
The primals. Thank you. Primal forms.
A primal like Dialga and Palkia?
They look pretty much the same to me.
They do.
Yeah, they do, but I feel like they may not be talking. They may not be saying everything. So
That's true.
They could not be.
the game doesn't come out till November, so we have time.
Like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl actually have more to that name than just simply a remake name?
Yeah. Could be.
Hmm.
I mean, think about it this way. It's expected that Nintendo's going to have a direct next month in September. So, I mean, we could see more info there.
Okay.
It's expected. They usually always do have one in September. So,
Okay.
they never miss September.
Wake me up.
No, you're right. Wake me up when September ends, because the first week of October is Metroid Dread, baby.
When September ends.
And the OLED. Let's not forget, the OLED comes out the same day as Metroid.
I really want to see that like in person, but I also don't want to really.
I got mine pre-ordered, ready to go, baby. Let's go. I got the white one.
Right.
As all people should.
Just for that variation.
Yeah, you're a heathen if you got the neon ones. Just saying.
Oh.
A heathen.
Heathen.
Heathen, damn it. But no. Yeah, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I'm ready. Which versions are you guys playing?
Oh.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did years and years ago, Diamond.
That's what I'm playing. I'm
I
playing
think,
Diamond.
yeah, I picked Pearl, so I probably would just stick with Shining Pearl.
Yeah, I play Diamond. I like Gen 4 a lot. I know that Mark hates me when I talk about the gens that I like, because I know he hates that I don't like Gen 3. But
it's like one of my favorites.
But Gen 4 was the game that got me back into Pokemon.
That's fair.
So I have a lot of respect for Gen 4. It may not be my favorite gen, but it got me back into it, so I'm ready to play it again. So I played Diamond back then. I'm going to play Brilliant Diamond now.
I would say that like most of the like first Pokemon games to be introduced to the new console at the time are usually my favorites.
Yeah.
These are just because it's the first take on like the generational like implemented stuff.
Black and White is my favorite. Is my second favorite. So.
That's fair. That's fair. That's super fair.
Black and White is my second favorite. Gen 5 is so good, but
it's really good. Jesus.
I don't know. It's for a lot of people. A lot of those designs are kind of whack.
Sure, but it's not the designs that made me love it. It's the fact that it made me feel like I was playing a new Pokemon game finally. Forcing you to have to learn 150 new Pokemon. You don't even see a Pikachu till post game. That right there, that made me love it, because you had to sit there and learn brand new Pokemon.
Yeah, it felt like a new world.
It felt like a new world, a legitimate new game. And for that reason alone, plus the story and the music's really good. So
yeah.
For that reason alone, that's my second favorite Pokemon game of all time. It's really good.
And I'm not saying there aren't any good designs. Of course, there's good designs in Gen 5, but I'm just saying, like, at least in terms of the initial feel of it, it's like it just felt kind of lackluster at some points.
Sure. I don't care about Vanillite, but
no, my ice cream.
It's an ice cream. Garbodor? Should I bring up Garbodor right now?
He's kind of cute.
He's a trash bag.
He's kind of cute.
He's a trash bag.
Nah, that's Trubbish.
He just walks around with a nice smash skills. Like, well, I don't understand.
Foul as fuck.
If we're gonna take jabs at Gen 5, I'll say that the legendary dog trio esque is not my favorite.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, not my favorite either.
Are you talking about the elementals?
Yeah.
Terrakion and
Yes.
I don't even remember their names because they're so bad.
Oh, you mean the legendary swords?
No, is that what they are? Are they supposed to be
Technically
swords,
speaking,
quote-unquote?
yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, okay, well they can stop. But
They can retire.
yeah, they can retire those right now. But yeah, no, I
Give me
can't
it's all
wait. Brilliant
fighting
Diamond,
trio
Shining Pearl.
Pokemon.
Those are gonna be good. Those are gonna be really fun to play this year.
Mm.
But Mark, what comes out
Reddit.
2 months after?
Legends Arceus.
It's Legends looks so fucking good.
It looks so.
I
so
don't
good.
how, dude. Okay, the first trailer, dude, looked all right, and then all of a sudden, this trailer, I saw no chugs in the frame rate. The graphics have been improved since the first trailer. You got me. The game looks super fucking fun. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Where do we even start?
I don't even know. Like, I mean, the fact is that like it takes place like several like who knows how many years like prior to like Sinnoh's like establishment. So it is like a new region, but from like an older region that we're familiar with.
400, I think.
Something like that.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Like 200 to 400 years, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the Hisue region.
Yeah.
It's apparently the region that'll become Sinnoh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So this is Sinnoh, but a different Sinnoh.
It's
Yeah,
Sinnoh in the
essentially.
past.
They'll probably have
So a lot of the Pokemon are going to be Hisuian because of that time period.
Right.
I'm very curious as to who else is getting forms, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's do it. Let's talk about forms. Hisuian Growlithe is cute. It's adorable. I want to see Hisuian
Arcanine?
Arcanine.
That's what I'm just expecting a mountain of fluff.
I can't wait. It's rock fire. So I would love to see how you would even make that.
It's so weak against water, though.
Oh, sure. But I mean,
look at the fire types getting the quad cripple again.
yikes.
But then again, I still like my idea of having for an Australian region, a grass steel wombat.
Hisuian Braviary looks really cool too. Psychic flying.
I know.
Oh yes.
That's an interesting combo.
It's the American Pokemon made even more cool.
Yep, that Pokemon's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're getting new evolutions. So I don't.
Yeah.
How does this work in the Pokédex, quote unquote?
They're extinct
Because
it's listed in front, like in future games, it would definitely be listed in the very front.
But even before Bulbasaur.
No, like I'm just saying, like not before Bulbasaur.
So at the very end of the Pokédex, like 900 whatever.
No, oh shit! You just confirmed that no national dex is gonna show up.
No, well, let's be honest. There's not going to be a national dex, but Pokemon Home has the national dex.
Like, take this for example. You could have. It's like because in Sword and Shield, it's like there's Zigzagoon and there's what is the next one after Zigzagoon? I always forget the second evolution. Linoon.
Oh, Linoon.
Then there's Linoon, and then we have Obstagoon.
Yeah.
Obstagoon is only for the Galarian, so that means that I imagine for Stantler could still have his place in the Pokédex. They might make his evolution a higher number, but I feel like they could honestly just put it right after him.
I would just assume that they're just kind of go with their own like sequence of numbers for this like Hisuian Pokédex. So it's just like thinking. Not to worry too much about it.
Well,
I like seeing Stantler get some love.
Yeah, Widear looks cool. Can you believe Basculin's finally getting an evolution?
And it looks cool.
I thought that Pokemon was useless as fuck until I saw Basculegion. I was like, damn.
Well, I mean,
he
the
has
whole reason
purpose.
The whole reason Basculin was in, right?
No.
They needed more. They needed a fish.
They needed a fish.
They have a lot of
He was a
fish.
placeholder.
He was a placeholder.
He was a
But-
coaster.
He's a water psychic, no?
Is he psychic?
Yeah, he's a psychic.
Damn.
No, he's ghost?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's Ghost.
It's
Yeah, the new
ghost
evolution is
it's
ghost.
ghost water. Yeah, it's ghost water.
Oh, it's a dead fish.
Yeah.
Essentially,
No,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well-
Wydeer is psychic normal.
Yeah,
It
I
looks
do remember
ice,
that.
honestly. I was
That
thinking
is
it'd be ice.
a
That kind of works.
very no, he's not ice. He's psychic normal.
I'm just saying,
I'm-
you looking at it, you'd think it's ice.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
a very interesting combo.
But I guess that's also the same way with what was that legendary in Sword and Shield at the end
Which
for your
one?
DLC?
Which one?
It was the
There's a lot of
psychic
those.
type when you go into the tundra.
Oh.
You would not expect it to be a psychic type, but
I'm
there
talking
it
about
is.
the legendary, that weird looking deer one.
You're talking about Big Head.
The big head.
Yeah, the alien ass one.
Honestly, I like that Pokemon.
Yeah.
Kind of like him too. He grew on me.
I'm just trying to remember the name right now because like I know the exact Pokemon you're talking about. I'm just trying to remember the name.
Right.
The mechanics of Legends.
They look good.
They look
I was saying
fun.
ghost water sounds like a drink that they drink it you get at the bar. Ghost water.
Who said that?
Sanaya.
Oh my god. I'm
I'll order
I'm
the
gonna go to a
Basket Legion.
bar- I'm gonna go to a bar and I'm gonna ask for ghost water and see what the fuck they give me. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Okay. The mechanics look really fun. I was wondering how battles were going to work. So you just chuck the Pokeball
Calyrex,
and
that's
then
what it
boom.
was.
You could, yeah.
That's cool. I like
But
that.
it'll probably have a catch rate still. so-
Obviously.
Right.
Because obviously it's still a mainline Pokemon game.
Right.
But it's cool that you can just throw the ball, boom, the battle starts. Right there.
Mhm.
No background change, no nothing.
That's really nice.
That's a really cool. You can die in this game.
You can die.
You have an actual health bar yourself. If you faint,
You
have to
fainted.
yeah, if you faint, you have to start from a Pokemon Center, like in a village.
Could you imagine making you start from a hospital?
Could you? I was gonna say, can you imagine going that far into the world and then dying? So you actually have to be really careful.
they pull you in the cart just like Monster Hunter.
Well, speaking of Monster Hunter, there's a lot of Monster Hunter influence in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
There's
Absolutely.
a lot. The way you
Absolutely.
crawl, the way you're like sneaking around and like catching Pokemon, making
Yeah.
sure you're dodging shit. Yeah, the way Pokemon attack you,
Dodging
that's Monster Hunter.
It's
I just want to
crazy.
add.
Straight up
I just
Monster
want
Hunter.
to add. I just gotta add the name of that Pokemon was Calyrex. And second of
Oh.
all, I
Yeah.
really hope that if they include any Pokemon from Sword and Shield in this game, they include one of my favorites that Sword and Shield introduced, which is Cub Fu. I need my Cub Fu.
Maybe you can bring them over. Again,
Just so fucking cute.
Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends are all confirmed to be part of Home.
Yes.
Yep. They said they'll support Sword and Shield as well, so I imagine Sword and Shield will get an update to accommodate them.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I wonder what exactly you're able to bring over. Because remember, this is now modern Pokemon. They're not going to put all 900 Pokemon in one game. They're only going to do a select few.
Or that's just what they wanted to say as they make the remakes and everything, and then they're just gonna do it all, not all at once, but do it over time.
The remakes can only go up to a certain amount.
I know. What I'm saying is they didn't put all the Pokemon in at once.
It's
Maybe
whatever-
it was
whatever-
just their idea to do this.
Whatever Diamond and Pearl had, that's what you're going to see in Diamond and Pearl, or Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
Yeah,
Was that the
that's what I'm
case
saying.
with
I know.
Omega
It should
Rupee?
be exactly exactly replicated as it is. Like if you saw a Rattata in the field, that's going to be a Rattata in the field.
I know. Like what I'm saying is, imagine this. What they could, because everyone's mad there's no National Dex at first.
Sure.
Maybe that's because the plan the entire time was to start with this, and then they had the ideas for the remakes at Arceus, and then they'd be adding in more and more, and really make more games that support Sword and Shield.
Mm,
But are we
Slow-
supporting Sword and Shield or are we supporting Legends?
Slowly building up a National Dex.
Because Legends is the game that's supposed to push the series forward. That's the next
Yeah.
true mainline game.
Honestly, if that's the style the games are going with from now on, I'm down.
I
Me
still
too.
have a couple of questions with Legends, but I'll get to those at the end.
sure. Okay.
Yo, you work for fucking Team Galactic?
Yeah.
I
Did you
think
notice that?
I think this
Yeah,
is
I saw the
back when
G in there. I
Galactic
was like,
yeah.
Well, they're
Galactic
called the
yeah.
Galaxy Team.
I think they used to be good guys. Is what we're getting at.
Yeah, they
they're like a
used to
branch.
be like a branch. And so you actually work as one of their assistants. That's kind of fucking weird.
That one person looks like they're the direct descendants of the main villain.
For reals. Like, I was like, huh, so you're working for Galactic. That's kind of funny. I don't even know what to say at that point. Like,
It's gonna be interesting.
It's
I
just-
want to see how the plot like twists and like how like that corporation kind of changes.
yeah.
I'd look at some articles on Legends Arceus, Pokemon Legends. Arceus new Pokemon are probably going to go extinct.
I was
You
gonna-
don't
Probably.
say.
Yeah, no.
What was I gonna say? My concern with Legends is they haven't shown anything regarding like multiplayer and battles and trading.
Yep.
That
Maybe it'd be a single player focus.
but that kind of concerns me because if that's the case, that's not really Pokemon mainline, is it?
Maybe not.
What there are three like core mechanics for a mainline Pokemon game: battle, catching, trading.
Hmm. That's
You
true.
literally cannot have any like one without the other.
That's true.
So
Like,
I
yeah.
wonder how that works with Legends because they did confirm that the next Pokemon Championship this year is still going to use Sword and Shield.
Yeah, they've been doing it for like a week.
Yeah, it's still going to use Sword and Shield. But what happens next year? Would they use Legends? If it has multiplayer, I would assume so.
Hmm.
So I don't know. That's it. That's my one question. It doesn't really concern me, but I do know that the Pokemon community would want that. Like personally, I only play it, I beat it, and I go, damn, that was fun. And I turn it off.
Fair. That's me.
So why would you care?
I'm saying it as a general statement because technically that is what Pokemon is. If I wanted to
Fair.
complete the Pokédex, like I'd have to trade. But that also brings me to another point. This is the first mainline Pokemon game that doesn't have a second version. It's just one game.
This is fair.
So there's not version differences. There's no Pokemon differences.
True. That means we don't have to worry about. Oh God, which one do I get?
Yeah,
That's true.
well that and like it kind of reinforces the idea that I don't think there is going to be trading and multiplayer functions. I think this is strictly a single player game.
I think it'd be
that's kinda
interesting to
weird.
even see how they would go about trading Pokemon in that time period. I was asking, like, do they have boxes? Like,
Yeah, how do you store Pokemon?
On your
How does
belt.
that even work?
you just chuck them in the backyards? Like, all right.
My Pokemon Ranch all over again?
You want to know what it is, man?
The OG
Like, you know, it's not-
daycare center. Straight
Nah,
from
you
your
wanna know what it
backyard.
is?
Why is there
You
an
wanna know
egg
what it
here?
is? You know how some people have those. You know how some people have the belt of bullets around them. Just imagine that
Hi.
with Pokebelts.
Hi, ma'am. Your Arceus is being really loud. Can you tell him to please stop?
Can you tell your god to calm down?
Yeah, can you tell your Arceus to chill the fuck out, please? My kid's trying to sleep.
Hold on, I gotta find the right Pokeball. Let me look at my belt of Pokeballs. Hold on.
My wooden one.
I'm only imagining that the loud sounds are literally just his like in-game battle cry.
Oh my fucking god.
But its gain like is maxed out.
But yeah, that's a topic that people have been bringing up. It's like, is it going to be multiplayer? Is it not? I don't think it is. I personally don't. It doesn't seem like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hey, this could also just be testing the waters, and they might implement those features in the next one, possibly.
Well, yeah, I do think this is a test game, in my opinion.
That's probably
Yeah.
why
I
it
do.
is
Because like, why would it just be Sinnoh? You know what I mean? They could have made it a new region. They even
Yeah.
called it something different.
I just say, well, it kind of is, but it also kind of isn't. So it's like,
Yeah.
yes, but also no.
Like it doesn't push the series forward with a new region. You're gonna see old Pokemon. I think really this is like a testing ground. If Legends is what people want,
They'll go
then
forward with it.
the next year then the year after you'll probably get a new game in that style.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe even not like expanding on like a new like region, new Pokemon per se, but just like a pre-existing region, maybe even like a couple years after instead,
Yeah.
to kind of like better
Apocalyptic
like
and
implement the idea of trading.
Yep. I think so.
Also,
But
the
yeah,
battle
that.
mechanics too.
Ooh. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot about those.
future regions. We have cyber Pokemon.
No, we have a agile style, and what's the other one?
Just like a strength power style.
Yeah, it's
I know. I was like, what in the Monster Hunter?
interesting because not only do you have they just added a brand new layer of strategy to what was already just pick a move and see what's the weaknesses.
Right.
Now you have to decide, do you want to attack this turn? Do you want to actually like make sure this is going to hit? Do you want the power to be extreme or do you want it short? Like there's a lot more strategy just by adding those two simple commands.
To
And
be fair, you could already do that in the base Pokemon games, depending on what moves you have.
kinda, depending on the moves, but
You
this
kind
is
of.
every single move now.
True.
Every single move has those like styles. And now you also have a bar that shows you what's gonna go first. It shows you the speeds of the Pokemon, which is funny because that's Final Fantasy X, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, so it's cool though. I'm ready to experiment with what you can do.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm just ready for Legends.
Yeah, I want
That's
to try it out.
and the fact that they're still saying it's January 28th.
10 days after my birthday.
The game is still coming out in January. Like there's no delays, no nothing, no bullshit. They're ready to go.
They're ready.
That's
I'm gonna need a new SD card.
2 mainline games coming out 2 months apart. That's crazy.
It's kind of intense.
Like, I don't even, and it's gonna be the first game of like the first big game of 2022 because it's January.
Yeah.
And I can already tell you that's like a game of the year contender for a lot of people. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
fuck it. Fuck it.
Because I'm still
down.
kind of like keeping an eye out for like Breath of the Wild 2.
Well, yeah. I think that's gonna win game of the year, but Breath, well, it depends. Maybe it's not as significant change as we think. My opinion with Breath of the Wild 2 is that it's still Breath of the Wild.
It's fair.
It just it's the same thing Nintendo likes to do all the time with Zelda. It's a new game in the same engine. They do it all the time. Just look at Ocarina of Majora.
It's true.
Look at Link's Awakening to the Oracle games. They're the same engine. They just different game, different setting, different games, but they are the exact same engine. And when I saw the footage for Breath of the Wild 2, I was like, yeah, that looks like Breath of the Wild, all right. Cool though. The sky looks cool.
Yeah.
I can totally see why Skyward Sword got remastered.
Yeah. I was like, I swear, why would you? Oh, got it.
Yeah. Now it makes sense. But yeah, Pokemon Legends looks great. I can't wait for all these I can't wait for all the mainline Pokemon games. They're going to be really fun.
Mm-hmm. Just getting back into it again.
Yep. It's going to be good.
Without a doubt.
Yep. You guys got any like news before I go on to QuakeCon?
Have you seen anything about the Black Myth Wukong gameplay?
I have seen the gameplay. God damn, it looks good.
Bro.
It does.
Hot damn. And that's
Holy
apparently it is
shit.
not an indie game. They are calling it a AAA game.
Jesus.
I think it's the first AAA game to ever come out of China.
Yep. And it looks stunning as fuck.
And the fact that they have access to the Unreal Engine 5 for that.
Yep.
It's just how real everything looks, just the level of detail.
Now that's what I like to call a next gen game. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look at it,
Like,
nice.
you don't
And
get
you
to
get to
see
play
that
Goku.
often.
All the stuff you can do, especially from the first gameplay we saw, that's all going to be included in the same thing we just saw.
Yep. It looks good.
It really does, yeah.
Woo. And it's supposed to release around
2023.
Yeah.
We're a ways away,
Which
but what they
makes
showed
sense.
is pretty promising.
I think it's 2023. Yeah, 2023. I just looked it up right now.
Yeah, they said that's where they're aiming to release it. And I know the creators said, apparently the creators have said it's the first of a kind of a Black Myth verse they want to set up. They want
Oh.
to. So I'm assuming since this is based on the Journey to the West, they are either going to do other Chinese tales, like perhaps the Tale of Three Kingdoms, or they could do
Yeah.
other myths and legends from different cultures. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, we'll see. I mean, let's get the game come out first before we before we get
And
any
then
further
more
than
Dark
that.
Souls.
Yeah,
Let's go.
but it
It
looks
did-
good. It looks good.
It's
I
got
can't wait.
a whole lot to it too. Like I'm impressed by all they've worked in. They've got his transformations, which is take a weapon you can turn into the character too. I'm like, well, damn.
And then, did any of you got? That's a dumb question. I think we all did play the Tales of Arise demo, right?
I think we all have.
I was on Justin's stream last night watching it.
I fell asleep.
You motherfucker.
I was tired.
It happens.
But we all played it. I also think this is a good conversation because we all played it on different consoles.
Relatively, yeah, we did.
All of us did.
Technically speaking, between me and Justin, technically different consoles.
Technically
Yeah,
different.
but no,
just like
you have the advantage of being able to discuss what it's like playing it on an Xbox One standard.
yeah.
And that's why I said technically different consoles.
Because I'm not trying to like throw you under the bus or anything. I'm just saying like that's technically the weakest console right now is Xbox One and a PS4 base.
Thank you for closed captioning my pain.
Close captioning
I'm saying that I played it on a PS5. Justin played it on a Series
This is
X.
the series.
You played it on an
Keep
Xbox
rubbing
One.
salt in my wounds.
I mean,
You're not on an X, right? You're not on a One X. You're on a One S.
No, it's just a standard. Well, wait, are you talking to me about that?
Oh, Mark.
Mark
This
should
is an
have just
Xbox-
the
this-
OG
this is
Xbox
a-
One.
This is an OG one.
Oh, you got the VCR.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's what people refer to as the VCR.
Yeah,
Say what you will, it's got great ventilation.
it does. Well,
I guess yours guys did because mine sounded like a fucking jet every time I loaded up a 360 game. It didn't sound like that on any Xbox One game, but when I loaded up backwards compatible, my thing was like, I can't do that.
bro.
Like,
Sound like
So-
literally it's like a PS4 trying to run literally anything.
oh my god, dude, my PS4 Pro sounds like a jet when I was. It sounded like it was getting ready for liftoff when I was fucking playing Last of Us Part 2. It was ridiculous.
It's
This
the
is a
sound
pro.
of energy melting.
This is a Pro we're talking about. This isn't even like a base PS4, but
I remember
I-
you could hear it. You could hear
Yeah.
it when they were playing it on the stream. I could hear Justin and Gabe's PS4. They're playing. Just
Playing Spider-Man.
but I digress.
Right.
We played Tales of Arise, all of us. So on PS5, and I'm pretty sure this is the same for Series X, right? It's full 4K, 60 frames.
I can't. Well, it probably is 4K. I just don't have the option to see it as such, but probably the 60 frames in there. I don't recall it, but
No,
it's definitely.
you were definitely running it at 60 last night.
Okay. Okay.
It was definitely looking like 60. But man, dude, I played it on my TV, the big one, and my god, that game looks gorgeous as fuck.
It does.
That
even,
is
on, even on the one, it looks pretty.
yeah.
I believe it.
Is it running? What is it running on the one?
I think it's running at least. It's either 720 or 1080. It's doing one or the other.
I gotta look it up because
Yeah. Look at
I'm
that
curious
detail.
to see what it runs on like the base consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Mhm.
Because
It
the
ran
thing,
just fine for me.
because the
That's
thing
good.
is, we do have we right now with the current like how gaming is with the generations, we have a bunch of consoles that have to be listed as what they are. Like we have
Mhm.
Xbox One base and a PS4 base, and the Xbox One S kind of gets thrown in with the Xbox One.
Mm.
And then you have the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. But then you have a Series S that's right before the PS5 and the Series X at the top.
Mm.
So those are all like steps, like how games can run. And one of the most biggest examples is Psychonauts 2. That game's coming out next week. By the way.
very soon, shouldn't it?
Huh?
I say that comes out very soon.
Next week. That's it. But it's coming out on everything. But apparently the best console to play it on is the Series X because PS5 is not getting it.
Well,
PS4 is getting it, so you
Hmm.
can play it on a PS5 backwards compatible, but you cannot natively play it on a PS5. Series X is going to be the best version. And yeah, I know,
for which-
Microsoft owns Double Fine. That makes sense.
For which game?
For Psychonauts.
I was gonna say, isn't that an Xbox exclusive?
It
No,
actually isn't.
It is no. They couldn't make it an exclusive because remember 5 years ago, it started as an Indiegogo.
Oh, this is true.
Ooh, yeah,
They
yeah.
they had to, when Microsoft bought Double Fine had to promise and on contract that they had to release the PS4 version.
Mhm.
So they can't do it yet, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, yet. So this is a PS4, Xbox One, and an Xbox Series X, but not PS5. They were able at least to get away with that.
That's fair, yeah.
So again, you could play it on a PS5, but it's going to be the backwards compatible version. It's not going to be a native PS5 version. Series X is going to be the only version in the entire, like, other than PC, obviously, I should probably mention that. But other than PC, it's going to be the only console that can run the game 4K 60 frames. Or 120 frames, sorry.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't even know about that. 120.
It's the only console that's going to be able to do it.
My God.
So pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
But Tales of
Ooh.
Arise looks cool.
It's
I'm
fun,
glad the
yeah.
demo came out. I can't pick it up day one money wise. That's my issue. But
Understandable.
I would if I could. That'd be a game I would pick up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm Philip, and I like my RPGs on my PlayStation, so I'm gonna pick
And
it
it
up on
doesn't
PS5.
have Game Pass.
I don't have Game Pass.
We've been through it.
Listen, I don't have Game Pass. I like my physical copies. I'm sorry.
No, it's understandable.
It's just how it is. But I have been thinking about it just because, like, some games, I'm gonna get them on PlayStation 5 anyways, so I might as well just get the Xbox version for free.
It's for free
basically
though.
he's
For
like,
free.
I mean, I'll get it.
Or
So
free
he would get it for the convenience.
for the convenience. Fuck it,
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, fuck, I bought Quake twice. So I don't know what you
I
want me
guess
to
you
tell
bought
you.
it 3 times technically.
Well, I'm gonna buy it 3 times. I'm gonna get the Switch physical copy as well. But I bought the Switch download and I bought it on Xbox. So
All right.
I mean, hey,
Which-
more power to you for that one.
listen, I like Quake
I'm listening
A lot.
respectfully.
a lot. But I don't want to get into it unless we're done with other topics because I know I'm gonna be on
Oh.
Quake for a little bit.
Got you. Okay. So I want to just take the platform to say happy 7th anniversary to Gunvolt.
Is it really 7 years since Gunvolt?
Yes.
2014.
Wow, I'm old. Holy shit. 7 years
7 years.
since that 3DS game.
Mm-hmm. God, that was so good times.
Yeah, that game has amazing 3D. Wow, holy shit. Yeah, that series is great.
I
cannot
really
wait for
enjoyed it.
I cannot wait for Gunvolt 3.
Yeah.
That's gonna be such a good game.
Yeah. We do have to wait until like further like updates in 2022 or so, but yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's 2022 when they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That's fine.
It's true.
Take your time. NT Creates is clearly working on a lot of other shit. So Blaster Master 03 just launched.
Yeah.
So
Still waiting,
But-
but you know, physical copy will come when it gets here.
yeah, I'm waiting too. I got the physical copy with the slipcase.
Nice.
I want all 3 of my Blaster
Yeah,
Masters
just to be
in one
together.
box. Yep. But yeah, Azure Striker Gunvolt's really good. For people who don't know, it's like Mega Man Zero's successor. Essentially, it's the same team. It's the same team who
Same
made
team.
Mega Man Zero.
Full day.
I was happy
Uh,
that night I was streaming that. Just like
Yep.
it's nice to see that again.
The craziest thing is, like, if you look at NG Create's like library, almost all of their games are on Switch, even the ones they made with Capcom. Every single one of them.
Crazy.
Like all the 4-0 games, the 2 ZX games, Mega Man 9 and 10 was NG Creates.
Mm.
Then you have the Gunvolt series. All 3 of them are on there so far, including Chronicles. Blaster Master Zero. Let's not forget Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 1 and 2.
It's true.
They're good, and I'm gonna mention it because I have to. They made Gal Gun 1 and 2.
They made
But,
Gal
you
Gun
know
1
what?
and 2.
But you know what? It's fine. They can't all be winners. Uh,
They're just flexible like that.
yeah. You know, they go from like making great retro style games to
To
borderline
questionable
hentai, but
content.
that's okay. That's okay.
Questionable.
To a point where Xbox actually put down or took down Galgun.
Yep, that's pretty bad.
Hey.
And I thought the relationship between Xbox and Integrates would just stop from there.
Hey.
But yeah, it's fine. That's gonna be good. Yeah,
So,
happy 7th anniversary, Gunvolt. That's crazy. I didn't even realize it was 7 years.
7 years.
Also, I was telling Phil on his stream this earlier. Apparently, they changed the name of Boba Fett's ship, and I don't know why.
The what ship?
Is now you never answered me. Is this gonna be for the Book of Boba Fett?
No, this is for like say this is for the current thing that's going on in Marvel's Star Wars series, which is the war of the Bounty Hunters.
Okay, thank you.
And
that's what I wanted to know.
I'm just gonna say right now, I'm pretty sure I know why they did it. I get why they did it, but at the same time, I think it's an unnecessary step. Because does everyone here know what the name of Boba Fett's ship is?
Is it something that's not PC?
It's called Slave One.
Got it.
Ooh.
So they say like they said it'd make marketing easier, and on top of that, it just it's not as controversial. I was like, you only care about the controversial part, you don't care about marketing.
That sounds like a Disney movie. Eh?
I mean, I don't think. Here's the thing: Star Wars has been around for a long time, has fans of all races, all religions, and that's why I just say like, no, I've never heard anybody who said that the name of Boba Fett's ship was a problem.
Was offensive, right? Like.
So I'm just like, what was the point?
Yeah, and I don't know. That's kind of dumb. What is it now? The fire spray?
Yeah, that's the rumor that's become fire spray. I was like,
just call it the
fire
one.
Starts to spread.
Just call it the one. It sounds better than the fire spray, anyways.
I don't call it like Slave One. Just has that ring to it.
Just call it one.
Or call the S1. Like, come on.
Yeah, just fuck the S1. There you go. Fuck it. Call it a day.
What I would have taken that.
But I'll tell you right now, this is a good transition because Star Wars Legends looks so fucking good. Or Star Wars Visions?
Yeah, I think you're talking about Visions.
The animes, like they look so good.
They look who the fuck would have known? Who the fuck would have known anime would look so damn good in Star Wars?
Who would have thought that making Grievous a waifu would actually work?
Isn't that one that one's Studio Trigger, right?
I think so.
Trigger is making Trigger's making one of them, and I knew Trigger's was going to be visually just outstanding.
From what I know, it's 9 episodes, 6 anime studios or anime houses.
I was gonna say like Trigger's working with like something that's existing in space. They got it.
I think Trigger's doing 2 episodes.
Damn.
As far as I was aware, I thought it was like 9 different episodes, and each was like their own one-time thing, each from a different studio.
No, there's only 6 studios, so 3 of them are getting 2 episodes, if you count it. So I'm assuming Trigger is getting 2 because the way they showed off a lot of clips that look like Trigger stuff.
Oh yeah, like Trigger when you see it.
Right.
I'm not even like super well versed in the anime like that, and I can already tell you what Studio Trigger animation looks like.
If you've seen Kill la Kill or Gurren Lagann, you can recognize Trigger instantly.
That, or if you play Shantae, it's the opening cutscene for Sirens. No, not even. They also did the opening cutscene for River City Girls. So,
they did.
Yeah, they work with Way Forward a lot.
That makes sense because I did play some River City Girls recently, and I was like, now that you say that, I'm like, holy shit.
I believe they're gonna work on River City Girls too. So
I was gonna say like they just like I've been seeing more of things about River City Girls too.
Yeah, so I can't wait for Star Wars. The Visions look super cool.
It does look really cool.
September is when they're gonna start launching those.
Nice.
So much of it just looks so cool.
Now that we're here and we're talking about Disney Plus stuff, did anybody watch What If? Because I haven't.
I haven't either.
I've been. I'm definitely gonna try to check it out because
I want to make sure. A lot of people told me the first episode's pretty bad.
Is it?
But apparently the second one makes up for it in strides. This one I'm hearing.
Well, the second one is also the last performance of Chadwick Boseman.
Oh,
Ooh.
He's actually the
Ooh.
voice of T'Challa. So it's
Yeah.
his
Oh,
last
God.
actual appearance. And so it's like it could be
In
as
the
bad as it wants. It's still something monumental.
like,
Yeah.
here's the thing, because there is the like, I do think that what they did, because in Marvel's Avengers also just released their Wakanda expansion,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and the person who's voicing T'Challa in that, which honestly I thought was a good fit. Like of course Chadwick is great for live action, but in terms of the voice for this, I think they chose Chris Judge.
Okay.
Isn't Christopher Judge is the guy who plays Kratos, no?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
Yeah,
Nice.
goddamn. Good one.
very much a voice that could fit King T'Challa.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a sad moment. It is his final performance as Black Panther. Or not Black Panther, as King T'Challa. Because if you watch What If, he's technically Star-Lord in this What If.
I heard about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What if T'Challa became a
Became
Guardian of the
Star-Lord.
Galaxy?
What if it was T'Challa that got taken instead
Right.
of
Peter.
Peter. So it's gonna be sad. I haven't watched it yet. I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm so hesitant on watching it because
It's just
Marvel
different.
Marvel animation is never as good as DC animation.
Ooh, yeah.
That's fair.
And a lot of people have told me and confirmed, like, people are telling me a lot that it's not that good. The writing's bad, is what it makes it bad.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Like, a lot of stupid jokes are thrown in for no reason. Like, don't make it funny.
It's
Now,
a weird thing to say.
this is all based on Captain Carter. Not really the episode.
Okay.
So take that with a grain of salt. But the thing is, and we're gonna have to watch it. This is considered canon.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I guess
Because I'm sure you guys
multidimensional.
already discussed Loki, right? And like everything about it and how it ended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
we talked about it.
Okay, cool. When the multiverse started, that's where What If takes place.
That makes sense.
I am all right. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and supposedly rumor has it that Captain Carter is going to show up in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh,
Ooh.
geez, dude. Holy shit.
So it's supposed to be now the roster is rumored to be Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
Loki, and
Loki.
Captain Carter.
At least
Whoa.
he'll find some familiar. At least Loki will finally have some familiar faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, granted,
Wait,
I don't
what?
think Captain Carter is going to be a character they stick around with. I think she's going to be a one-off into the movie because it's multiverse.
Fair. Unless she
But-
did some weird thing, but you know.
Unless they really do keep her. But as it stands, this is going to be her first, like,
Appearance.
yeah, the What If is her first appearance. Another character's first appearance is also in What If. It's Ironheart.
I've heard of
Ironheart.
Ironheart. I've heard of
And-
Ironheart.
They just confirmed her for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Huh.
Wakanda forever.
They actually just confirmed her as well.
That's crazy. Okay.
So pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
Ironheart. She's Tony. She was Tony Stark's. She's Tony Stark's successor.
Kinda, yeah.
In a way, but not like she's not Morgan.
No,
No.
not his daughter.
Okay,
Not his
because
daughter.
I was thinking like that's Iron Maiden, right?
Yes. Yes. I have to look that up again, but yes.
Yeah. So it's like Ironheart. I was like, who?
So but Ironheart's getting her own show.
Wow.
Later. They already confirmed that. So that's why it's important. So What If is going to be canon. That's why I'm like, fuck, I really don't want
Yeah,
to
we
watch
gotta
it, but I'm
watch
gonna
it.
have to watch it. Like right now, it's only just a bunch of stories, but somehow they're gonna pull from it.
I think they've said that Dominique Thorne's Riri Williams will make her debut in Black Panther: Wakanda
Yeah.
Forever.
Her live action, her live action debut is gonna be in Wakanda Forever.
Hmm.
Yeah, remember she's in a comic where she takes over for Tony.
Exactly.
Okay.
Other MCU news though, I do know that for What If, Chris Hemsworth is playing Thor.
Nice.
They
Is he
got
actually?
what they could, essentially. They got who they could.
They got Superman to be Thor. Super Thor.
You... Kick this motherfucker.
Where's Gofu?
Where's Kofu?
Where's the kick button? I'm looking for it. I can't
You,
find it.
Justin, you know the exact video I'm talking about.
I know what you mean. It just came
It was
out
a good
left field
video.
is all.
It was a good video.
Well, since somebody watched What If, we can just get that then. I just wanted to know if anybody actually watched it.
Nah, I haven't yet.
Nah, I haven't seen it yet.
Then I think
That's
that's
pretty
all I
much
have for like show news.
no show news.
Or like TV shows and movies. You know what? I have a question. Has anybody actually watched Black Widow?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh really? Oh well. Okay.
Okay. Then I guess we'll stop there.
Yeah. All right.
I'll be right back. I gotta go open the screen real quick.
Okay.
My front door is locked. Someone's trying to get in, and they just messaged me like, "Hey, can you open it?" I'll be right back.
Hey, yo,
Okay.
man, you let me
Got
in.
it.
And I will. I'll talk. Don't talk about Quake until I get back.
Don't talk about
worry.
Quake. I forgot we were gonna talk about Quake.
Oh, dude, he's gonna talk about that long enough until it's time for the D&D session.
Wait, we're having it this
It's
Saturday?
Is it this Saturday?
No, it should be like the 4th.
That beats me. Because I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Oh, right. No, remember, we're having it every other Saturday. So we had it last Saturday. So it'd be the next one would be the 28th and then the 11th.
See, I was thinking it might be today because I saw people messing around in the chat today.
Yeah, that's because I think for some reason, like, Christoph was telling us to like prep our stuff. So I was like, interesting. Because, yeah, Christoph was just telling us to like make sure that we have our spells equipped and everything like that. Which I'm not gonna lie, like when I saw that like someone rolled for me in the middle of the week, I was like, oh, okay, something's off. I mean, not off, but just like
for you.
It's like, because I know that Christoph is trying to do like his job as like the DM to like balance the game for us. It just sucks that like I can't like walk in there and have all these surprises shown up, because I was balancing between the idea of either having a bunch of what were they called, cantrips, like druid cantrips specifically for my level 2, or do I just want to go for like more accuracy in my shots? And you know what, from that last campaign session, I want to make sure I don't miss, because the time between like my turn and the next turn I got just seems way too lengthy of a time.
If you're gonna take a feat, if at one level you decide to take a feat, you should take Elven Accuracy.
Yeah. Well, actually, don't I already have that?
I don't know. Did he give it to you passively?
I think I've already selected that for myself when we were assembling the character, right? Well, at least that's what I believe so, because the fact that like I should just have it because like I'm half elf in that campaign.
What's up, Muscle Man?
What'd I miss?
We were talking about like if we were having a D&D session like this Saturday or not, and I just kind of talked about like my setup.
You know who else is having a D&D session this Saturday?
This guy.
My mom.
My mom.
You said Muscle Man, so I was like,
I know. If anyone says, I love how with him, if anyone says his mom, he's like, only I can talk about my mom that way.
only I can talk about my mom that way.
That man is a walking meme.
I do have Daniel and Emily in the house. They said hi.
Oh. We'll make sure you make room for one more person.
Oh.
Party.
If we can get through quick.
Hey. I love Quake.
Hey, I'm not
so,
good.
So QuakeCon happened. Oh, dude, are we just gonna jump right into it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
QuakeCon happened on Thursday. Now, QuakeCon really is just a former shell of what it used to be.
Oh, really?
QuakeCon used to be this big convention back in 1996. It started in 97, and it used to be this convention where you would go to play fucking Quake. You would go and enjoy Quake because I don't know I'll get to the historical things in a minute. The whole point is, over the years since Bethesda's owned id Software, they don't really use it for Quake. 2019 they called it QuakeCon, the year of Doom. So
Oh yeah, I guess so.
they don't really use QuakeCon for Quake. As a matter of fact, if you look at all of id Software shooters, Quake is the only one they just say fuck them. They really do. Wolfenstein gets new sequels all the time. Doom just got Doom Eternal, and did you see how they treated Doom? We got all of the mainline Doom releases on every console.
It's true.
Hell, even Rage got a sequel.
It did.
It may not be amazing, but Rage got a sequel. Like,
it's not a bad game, not a great game, not a bad game.
no, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. But the fact that Rage, a game that id Software fans would go, that existed, got a sequel before even Quake did, is ridiculous.
Mm.
But as of Thursday, they did it. They finally gave us something for Quake fans, and they remastered Quake 1. And they dropped it on Thursday as well.
It was a remaster, but it was a remaster.
No, it's a remaster, all right. You should see it compared to the original game. It's definitely upgraded. This is thanks to the team at Night Dive Studios.
Okay.
Night Dive has done fantastic things when it comes to like old school first person shooters. They're very, I like to call them boomer shooters.
Boomer shooters.
They do a lot of work with those. They're responsible for the Turok 1 and 2 ports on Switch.
Oh, okay.
They're responsible for Doom 64.
Nice.
They're responsible for the new Shadow Man remastered coming out. And they even just announced Power Slave Exhumed, which is a remaster of Power Slave. That's a first person shooter I haven't heard of in years. So that's going to be really cool when it comes out too. We'll get to that later. But they have been working on they call it the Quake project for 18 months. They've been remastering all of Quake's original assets and making them look really nice. And then they had to make sure it was a simultaneous launch because it was a shadow drop. So it came out on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Series X and PS5 are getting it at a later date, but they are free upgrades as long as you buy them.
It's fair.
Xbox versions just look like Doom 2016 graphics, and you're like, holy shit.
No. Let's be clear what this remaster is. It's cleaned up assets.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not like a remake.
Hard. Yeah, it's not a remake. It's a remaster for sure. They definitely cleaned it up to look good, but it is still a game from 1996. But the reason Quake is so important is because it's a stepping stone in the first-person shooter genre. It is essentially the game. Without Quake, you wouldn't have Halo. You would not have Call of Duty. You wouldn't have these big first-person shooters because
Doom.
Doom is a grandfather, right? Or let's do it right. Wolfenstein 3D is the grandfather of first-person shooters. It proved that a first-person shooter could work right. Doom is the game that introduced verticality to a first-person shooter. It's essentially the better first-person shooter than Wolfenstein 3D. Quake is popular not for its campaign. That's actually not even what I'm referring to, even though it's good. It is the first game to make multiplayer online shooters something special. It is the first arena shooter.
And then you have Halo, who took it the long mile and scored the touchdown.
No, there's one more game in between that, but I'll get to that later. I'll get to that once we get there.
Okay.
Quake was essentially the game that all PC fans were playing online, making servers. You know, the campaign is really good too, but mind you, the campaign's incredible. It's like a mix of gothic and sci-fi mixed together, and medieval. It's those like three blended styles, and it's dark, it's moody. The soundtrack is composed by Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails.
I heard you mention that.
Yeah, and it's funny because I went to Walmart the other day and you can buy the Quake vinyl, and it's literally credited by Nine Inch Nails.
Nice.
But even in the game, the nail boxes, because nails is one of the ammos, it has the Nine Inch Nails logo on it.
That's funny.
That's
And
crazy.
they kept it in there. It is a very historic and important first person shooter, and it's a game that doesn't get ported a lot. There's only 2 official ports of that game to consoles. It was the N64 and it was the Sega Saturn.
Oh my god.
You could only imagine what those look like. The 64 one was close. It's the closest one. But it's also still missing content. It's missing the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack. It's missing the certain levels. But for all intents and purposes, that's the best version to play if you were going back to get one of those. The Sega Saturn one is pretty bad, but it's incredible that it's even running on the Sega Saturn. So
you said the Sega Saturn, I was like, my god.
yeah, it's the console's not known for doing perfect 3D, but the fact that it can some sick motherfucker out there really said, let's put this on the Sega Saturn.
Someone just really liked the Sega Saturn.
It's impressive, but it's not a good port.
I mean, I feel like they could have easily done that on the Dreamcast.
Well, the Dreamcast wasn't a thing yet.
This is
I
true.
know, I'm just saying they easily could have done that.
You're still about 3 years off.
Dreamcast was great. It just had a bad launch.
Yeah, but you know, Quake is a very historical shooter. It's a game that should be played by a lot of people to understand what multiplayer was, and essentially popularize it. Even popular developers came from that game. American McGee started by making Quake levels for its software, and American McGee would end up making the Alice games. So there's a lot of like historical context to Quake, and it's why it's so important that Quake finally got the chance, like the chance it deserved. Like, it's finally out, it's ready to go, and there's a brand new expansion that comes with it too, developed by Machine Games, which does the new Wolfenstein games.
Oh.
The New Order, the New Colossus, the Old Blood, and Young Blood. They'd all developed that.
And now tell us what Halo did.
I can't get to that
It's
yet.
mad.
Because there's one more game in between. And that's, again, Quake. It's Quake 3 Arena.
I see. So it's Quake, but twice.
Yeah. So Quake 3 Arena is essentially the stepping stone for Arena multiplayer.
When he said there was another game, I thought he meant a game different than Quake. No, it's Quake.
I assumed that too,
No,
but you
no,
know, all right.
Because Quake, unlike Doom, where Doom 1 to 2 was pretty much the same game, Quake revolutionized FPS every single game up to 3. Every single Quake game actually did something important. Quake 1, like I said, essentially started the arena multiplayer, and you know, and it was the first person shooter to be done in complete 3D models, no sprites. That's important too. Quake 2 was the first person shooter to be non-linear. The levels were not linear at all. You had to travel back and forth like a Metroidvania.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that game also hella took the multiplayer to a next level with new power-ups, new weapons, bigger lobbies. Then came Quake 3 Arena, which ditched single player completely. That game doesn't even have a campaign.
Damn.
That game is straight up online multiplayer. And it was a lot. It was crazy. And it's a game I hope they remaster one day too, just so we'd see it. Because it'd be cool to play that game online again. That game is very big. And essentially created esports with that game. With Quake 3
I can see
Arena.
it, yeah.
It was Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament. Those were the two big games that created the esports scene.
Tournament, yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. And then Halo came along and essentially, I don't want to say modernized it, but they streamlined it. Halo 1 Combat Evolved was the game that came along, said, hey, this is a cover-based shooter. This is not, health packs. Let's like streamline those as well. We had a regenerating shield. We had all these other things that Halo brought to the table.
With the sci-fi setting that allowed for it.
Well, I mean, all the first-person shooters were sci-fi settings. For all of them, really, Doom was in Mars.
Yeah, but I would say Halo
Quake,
was more
Quake play as a space marine.
I would say Halo was more. Halo felt more in your face with the sci-fi.
I guess, but it's important. Yeah, Quake is a very important first-person shooter, and I'm glad that it's out. You guys should all play it. It's only $10, and it's free on Game Pass. I should not have to tell you that otherwise. It's crossplay.
And it's crossplay.
It's crossplay. I did a test stream on Thursday when it came out, and we played a multiplayer match between all 4 of the consoles. We played it on PC. Someone was on PC. I was on Xbox. A friend of mine was on Switch, and another friend was on PlayStation 4. And we were all playing the same match.
That's so wild.
That was cool as fuck. And it still holds up. It's a pretty fun game. It's pretty janky.
Sure.
Sure. But it holds up. It was fun. Deathmatch is always fun. But yeah. Everyone should play this. This is a really good release. And Limited Run, God bless them, is doing a fucking physical copy for the PS4 and Switch. So
what is your sponsorship?
I hope one day.
One of these days.
When do I get the code motion and then go to their website to get 20% off?
Offer code motion. My God.
Right. But yeah, Quake is important. Play it on anything. I don't even care if you buy it, download it, digital or physical at this point.
Yeah.
They added the rest of the Quake games to Game Pass.
PC only.
Oh, really?
It's PC only.
Huh.
Two and three were added to get PC Game Pass, not Xbox.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Good thing you get a PC still.
Yeah, that's right. But this brings me to the next question. I really hope that Night Dive gets to work on 2 and 3 though, because I don't know. You just can't have Quake 1 without the original trilogy together. They're all so different that they're all really good games.
Also, Halo also did something similar to what you said with 9 Inch Nails. Halo 2, Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah, and Quake 2 also had Sonic Mayhem. They were the composers.
What?
Yep.
Blow me away.
Don't start
dude,
it. I'll finish it.
I'll post some of the songs in my Discord.
Yeah, that's just a cool
really
Easter egg though, is that you're just shooting in Halo, all of a sudden you hear it's like you hear Breaking Benjamin. It's like, oh shit.
Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah. Quake is great. I'm glad they dropped it. But there was one more game they announced at QuakeCon that nobody gave a shit about.
What was that?
Justin, can you let them know?
I don't think I do know.
You do know, because you brought it up, and it was the worst thing ever.
Oh,
Well, it's a Bethesda conference, right?
Oh. Was it something about Doom then?
No, it's a Bethesda conference. So they had, they have other games.
Welcome to the umpteenth release of Skyrim, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Oh yeah, the 25th anniversary of Skyrim.
They really said, "Hey, we're not doing Elder Scrolls 6 anytime soon. Here's Skyrim again."
Oh, it's fishing.
Here's Skyrim again.
I know. I was like, yo, Tom Howard said it. We'll stop selling it once you stop buying it.
That's ridiculous. On PS5 and Series X, how much more can you add to a game that came out on PS3 360? I don't know how much
more can you milk a single game.
Ask about
I don't know how
Grand
much
Theft
more
Auto 5
remaster can you do, because the game was already
Grand Theft Auto 5 is still adding stuff though. That's the difference.
Don't you dare bring up Grand Theft Auto 5. I am upset about how they made that game, but still.
Really? You don't like Grand Theft Auto 5? Really?
I don't give a shit about the multiplayer.
That's like what everyone loves about it, though.
Exactly, and I don't care about it.
Phil said, "Nyeh."
I like the single player stuff, And then on top of that, they essentially scrapped all the expansions for multiplayer.
But dude, I mean, like everything, like playing that online with your friends is just so much fun.
Cool.
Feels like I don't have friends.
I don't care. I would like expansions like Ballad of Gay Tony again.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude.
Ballad of Gay Tony did come into online.
And it hurts me because they tried to do the same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2, and that failed hard.
What Red Dead Online?
Yeah.
It's getting better.
Really? I hear nobody talk about Red Dead Online.
That's the level of skepticism.
I apologize for that, but this was real. I really don't hear anybody talk about that game.
It's fair, I don't.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's not the most popular thing.
It was cool when it initially came out, for sure.
I know Gabe was really excited about that.
Yeah, he was.
Well, at least there's one person in the world. So
so brutal.
hot take. Sorry, my bad.
How could you be so heartless, heartless? Oh.
Blow me away.
But yeah, Skyrim's coming back again. I don't know how much more they can fucking add to it.
Third time, baby, third time.
Fishing.
I think they officially broke the record for that many ports.
I mean, they already ported it once for.
Well, the existing versions of Skyrim that are out now, they broke the record. I think they beat Resident Evil 4.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, they did there's the initial release.
Sure.
There's the initial PC. No, hold on. Remember, it's PC, PS3, 360.
Yeah.
Then they re-released it as Game of the Year edition because those count as different editions.
Even though they really shouldn't.
They shouldn't, but they do. So they counted it as counted 3 more times on the same consoles: PC, PS3, 360. Then there's the special editions for PS4, Xbox One, and PC again because they had to remaster that version. Come on now. Then there's the Switch version.
The Switch version.
You're already looking at 13 versions.
And then
there's the Stadia. Is it on Stadia? No, I don't think it's on Stadia.
It's in VR.
It's in VR.
There's the
VR.
VR version, and that's 2 versions right there because that's VR on PC and PS4, PSVR.
Jesus.
And now you're getting it 3 more times because it's going to be PS5, Series X, and PC.
And then we have the anniversary.
That's what I'm saying.
And then the anniversary will be like re-released on the Switch Pro.
Anyways,
it's just let you know what a huge cult following Skyrim has.
It did.
But damn, I don't really want to play it. I think you mean it does. I think Skyrim's great. I'm not shitting on the game. I'm just saying, like, why do I want to play it again? I played it on 360 and I played it on the One. Have you played
every single way you can run through it?
No.
Then what? That's what they would say. They'd be like, "Have you played every single way?"
What?
Okay. Sure. Dude, I'm gonna run every fucking like single possible way you can play that game. I am not that much of a fan.
There are legit some people like that. They do every build you could possibly do, and I'm like, bro, holy shit. Like, I've got friends who still play Skyrim to this day, and I'm like, do y'all ever get bored of it? They're like, we just enjoy it. I was like, fair enough, I guess.
As Todd said, we'll stop making them.
Selling it when you stop buying it.
You stop buying it.
But yeah, that's it from QuakeCon. They didn't really announce any other games.
I see. Okay.
Blow me away.
Yeah, play Quake. God damn it.
Okay. At gunpoint, I'm now playing.
I expect both of you people who have Game Pass to get on Quake right now.
I tried it already.
Okay,
good. What did you think?
It's all right.
I hate you. The point is,
I didn't say it
Mark saved me.
I didn't say it was bad. I said it was all right.
It's all right. Fuck you.
That's it for video games for me. I don't know if anybody else has anything.
Not much. I'm just going through my backlog of games, and now I'm like on Kirby Star Allies, and I noticed the performance issues that it has, despite like how nice it looks. It's just like it's an uncapped frame rate. So that's a little bit of my issue.
Yeah.
I
But
in the beginning of this conversation, I was doing my Hades run. I was using the adamant rail, the gun.
Oh yeah.
Using the special, I got a bunch of boons, right? I got the hazard load, which is literally like it does base 300 damage. And then I got a bunch of Artemis crit stuff for it.
Yes. You get
Dude,
some really good builds for sure.
It helped me get all the way to Hades. I lost to Hades, but it got me through Elysium no problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, I was getting about 1,000 damage per crit. I was like, holy shit.
I been playing East 9 Monstrum Nox.
Yes.
That's what I've been playing. Playing the Switch version because a lot of people are shitting on it because the open world part is pretty janky, and yeah, you're not wrong. The open world part on Switch does not run well. It dips under 30 a lot. But apparently this is an issue that was present on the base PS4 as well.
Okay.
So theoretically, the port is really good. It's just that's how the game was.
Fair enough.
Having said that, everything else runs at a stable 30 frames, and it's really good.
Nice.
As long as you're not in the open world, which is sadly the majority of the time, when you're in dungeons and when you're actually doing when you're in dungeons and the grass areas, the game runs smooth. It's really good.
Good. Nice.
I like the game. I've been playing it. I'm almost done. I'm on chapter 7 out of 9.
Nice.
I think so. But I'm gonna be real with you. I like East 8 better.
I hear. Yeah.
East 8, yeah.
Yeah, East 9's good. I still recommend the game. I just think 8's better. It was a better game, better music, better characters, more likable characters in 8. Not as moody.
Not moody. Well, yeah, it is a little bit edgy.
It's very 9 is very edgy with its dark tones and colors.
Mm-hmm.
But 8's really cool because it's like a beach setting and like
it's the beach episode.
Jungles and beaches and like prehistoric era stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. So I recommend them both. Doesn't matter. Good luck trying to find them.
Physically,
apparently, yeah. physically, they're very hard to find. But if there's a sale on Steam, do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best versions to play Steam, anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing. I've been playing East. I finished Skyward Sword HD.
Nice.
That was good. That was fun. That's the first time I ever beat Skyward Sword.
Nice.
Yeah, game's good on Switch. It's 60 frames, smooth the whole way.
Nice.
Definitely can tell it's a Wii game sometimes, but other times it looks really gorgeous. I was like, damn. And damn, Skyward Sword has some of the best music in Zelda. I did not realize that. Holy shit.
I'll have to revisit it again.
It's very good. Yeah. They did make a couple changes to make sure the game can run better or like at a better pace.
Mm-hmm.
But the ending part is still pretty dumb, having to revisit the same worlds and doing dumb shit.
Ooh,
that's still
there.
there.
Okay.
That's still there. The sneaking part in the volcano is the worst.
Ooh.
But I mean, it's still Skyward Sword through and through. If your opinion was the same, if you have a certain opinion about it, it's really not going to change.
Yeah.
That much. The button controls are really good, but you can definitely tell the game was made for motion in mind.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried doing motion?
I did. I tried it once.
Oh, okay.
It is very good on the Switch with the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons are more responsive than the Wii ever was.
Huh. Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
But I did beat the whole game with my Pro Controller mostly. I wanted to try the buttons out.
Mm.
And I did it. A lot of those bosses become way easier because you have buttons. The pirate one comes to mind where you're supposed to like hit him in a certain way. All I did was just smack the fucking button and it was easy as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I was just like, I don't have to aim or anything like that.
I know, right? That was the most annoying thing. It was just like you're just trying to make sure it works, and then the enemy's like, and you're like,
yeah. A lot of boss fights become way easier to deal with.
Yeah.
Good game though. It was very fun. I beat it.
Mm.
And in here.
All right. In that case,
that's all I've been playing.
I think that's everything then. So, all right. We'll go ahead and end the podcast here. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of DangIT Prodcast. It's been episode 374. My name is Justin.
You want to go first, Mark? My name is Philip.
That's Mark.
And that I think that was Mark.
Yeah.
I did say it. I said it. Did no one hear me?
We couldn't hear it.
Pain.
We thought you died.
I thought you just left for a second.
We were like, Mark, you can go first.
I said,
And-
I think Discord cut you off because like, oh, that's loud. Let me.
yeah.
Thanks for watching. Hashtag bye, everyone. Pain.
without love, pain.
Pain, I can't
Can't
get
get
enough.